Now a play fake here on first down. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Michael Brockers in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterback's got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. Wiggles free. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Rivers now. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's gone. And incomplete to open things up.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
From the gun on 3rd down. Goff firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Goff throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa. He's the one who finally gets him down for what will wind up being a loss of 16 yards. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. Push or fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So out come the Chargers. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd down, Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Brandon Mebane busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff now looks to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Here we go.
On 1st down, it's gone. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Gone. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing again is gone. Eluding the pressure right. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams are in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Good. Delta. Let's go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Well, we said after the turnover on downs, that's almost guaranteed points the other way. But I guess they weren't listening to the broadcast because they did not cash in for any good job to step up defensively.
We get that a lot, don't we? Where we hear a lot of people say they just don't listen to the broadcast. They feel like it works out better for them. It certainly did for this defense, didn't it? They didn't listen. They responded and shut them down.
Here's Goff. He's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Melvin Ingram in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Goff now looking to throw. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Rivers now on 2nd down. Going underneath for Gordon. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rivers on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. I do want to take this time to mention that the next few months, very big in the competitive Madden Championship Series. A few weeks ago, we saw Skimbo go back-to-back.
That's right, back-to-back, 2nd straight year.
You're fired up. And then next up, the Madden Challenge, and it's 190,000. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Looking for Woods that time.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Now Gordon on 1st down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Looking to throw on second down. Rivers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and a Charger first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 39. And this one is right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This is taken at the 3. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Here we go. What? 180.
On 1st and 10, Goff dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. From the 50, it's Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. To the air again, Goff. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Melvin Ingram in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Johnny Hacker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action here on first down. Going deep for Benjamin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Woods. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And that is incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reynolds. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, here's Goff. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. In search of redemption from the pick 6. Goff. That's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Black 20.
A shotgun snap for Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey. 120. Watch 81, fellas. Watch 81.
Goff on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kyle Emanuel in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
180.
Goff now to throw. Room to run past midfield. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Check.
On first down, it's gone. Throw left side complete. It's Reynolds. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And a costly one there, as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Rivers to throw. This is Gordon on the dump off. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Rivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Here is the punter Jones as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Now it's gone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. One out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And that's going to do it right there. They're going to run out of time, and we're going to be headed for OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abuka leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw, Rivers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And Ndamukong Suh in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Looking deep downfield. Oh, so close but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's 4th down. Here's Donnie Jones now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he'll take it just outside the 40. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done. Now part 2. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a 1st down here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Gurley again here on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. This being their 2nd opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A 1st down throw here for Rivers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Aaron Donald. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On play action, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top. On EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.